We want to do something.
Right then. Well, here we are. Session 47. When last we left our heroes, you had taken to heart the last notes in the journal that you found and proceeded to take on the plant creature corruption in the bottom of the mines, with some creative solutions. You were able to get some flammable oil like liquid down there and ultimately set the place on fire. You found the remains of more Black Rose experimentation, but ultimately we're not going to spend too much time in the bottom of the mine. At this point, you've pretty much scoured through the mines, and we're planning to head back to the surface. Or we're on your way back to the surface for a night of rest, which you got, and everybody should make sure that you have reaped the benefits of a long rest. And you were able to make use of some of the empty homes. The remaining townspeople are perfectly happy to share the town with you all after rescuing them. And the morning comes, and it is another day in the Ashen Hollow. What would you all like to do next?
Which set of mines did we come out of?
I believe ultimately the ones to the east of the map.
Copy that.
So, do we want to go to the other tunnel?
I'm down for some more.
That was the plan.
Let's do it again, Sam.
Second verse, same as the first.
Now put me on a plane before I put them on a house.
Whatever maintains the buoyancy of your seafaring vessel, as it were.
Just as long as the defecation doesn't hit the oscillating air mover.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Since we took a long rest.
Sorry.
It's not. That there's no disrespect meant with any of that, Alex. I know you're
it's all
busy.
good. It's all good.
Can I use um Obajima spells, or do you want to find a way to incorporate adding those in gameplay?
I mean, to be fair, I haven't actually really gone through that book yet on account of the fact that I've been waiting for the print version to show up. So I don't
Okay,
even know it's there.
I will not use them.
Okay. I'm not necessarily opposed to it in the future. I just need to actually do my homework.
That's what I figured.
In any event, as you head up to the northern,
I need someone to
Oh,
stream.
yep. Working on it.
screen me. I could share
That's
my
right,
screen. I
screen
could
me.
share mine screen, but it would be backwards.
We'd also
Because
see all the secrets.
oh no, because I can share you what gets recorded, which you don't see the behind the scenes stuff. But
That would be cool.
Discord always mirrors the thing, so
Oh, weird.
it's really good, and there's no way to tell it not to do that.
That's weird.
Oh,
I'll show you. So,
That is very weird.
somehow, how do?
Baggins.
Oh, I have to select the correct camera though. Video. Use the. Oh, it is selected, but it's not set here. Ah.
Hi, buddy. Why are you boofing? It's only 6:30. We'll go outside.
Oh, output type program.
Hi, Dean.
What's up, everyone?
There. So yes. So now what you see in my video is.
I still don't see shit in yours, Alex.
Oh, you should now. It's just my video. It's not a screen share.
No, you turned off the.
that's not mirrored.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Really?
No, it's not, Alex. You turned off. Oh no, wait, I did. Never mind. There it is. There it is.
No,
That's not. That's
No?
that's not. No, it looks
It's not
exactly the
mirrored.
same.
Yep.
It looks exactly the same as what James is streaming to me.
That looks exactly the same as to what I'm seeing on Foundry directly. Yeah.
But all of the text and stuff is not backwards.
No,
Oh, because it totally is on
It
my
look-
end.
well, that's weird. Looks
Yeah.
normal on here.
Interesting. In any event, moving on.
Moving.
As you head up to the northern mine shaft, you can see that this one is shows a little more where it is partially overgrown with creeping ivy and other ground cover. The support timbers at its entrance are bowed and starting to rot. And there is an old warning sign that reads, "Condemned, unstable." The tunnel beyond is narrow and oppressive, hewn from the dark stone that you see around, and it smells distinctly of rot and old everything coming from the mines. As you approach, the old rails groan underfoot. And the air you can feel coming out of the mine is cooler and heavier and smells faintly metallic.
Is the smell this? Does it smell the same, or does it smell like the plant or the plant room from the other side?
Is it a smelly smell? A smelly smell that smells.
Give me perception.
Does it smell smelly?
Smelly welly.
Wait, fucking do the thing. There it goes. 12.
So with a 12, you the metallic smell is kind of the same metallic smell of like blood, the iron and whatnot. It doesn't really smell like the plant that you encountered.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
But it's smelling like blood, not like death.
Correct.
Okay.
Well,
Karen
in
just
we
takes
go.
a big sigh. Let's just get this over with at this point. I've been busy all fucking week.
It's all good. Cool. Give me investigation as you head in.
Okay, hold up. As we head in, Finn is gonna keep a paw on the wall. And as we go in, he is basically sort of fixing the tunnel walls and the tunnel roof as he goes. Like anything he can see or sense that feels like a problem.
Mold earth. Yep. Okay. Cool.
It's a 5 on investigation.
Elle got a 16 on that investigation.
I got a 13 on that investigation.
Is it 21 successful, Alex?
Yes.
Finn is preoccupied with
Finn
fixing the
is
tunnel.
Finn is keeping everybody safe. Yeah. So
think that's the first time I've actually rolled above a 20 on an investigation roll this entire time we've been playing together.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Karen, as you guys are making your way in, likely behind Finn, as Finn is fixing the tunnel ahead of you, you turn over a loose stone and find the remains of a glass vial that appears to have the dried residue of pink goo, and with your 21 there, it appears to you to be of a more refined nature than most of the other samples that you have seen thus far.
Right.
And L, you, as you head in, start, you come across a side passage that looks to have been used maybe as like an office or some kind of I don't know, work, a not a lab but a workspace, and there's a,
Like where the administrator for the pink goose stuff would have sat.
yeah, something like that, and there is a desk in this space that seems to be mostly cleared out. There are scraps and pieces of burned pages and torn pages, but one page that seems to stand out, for which I will give you the text of in somewhere useful. Campaign related chat, even.
Ooh. How fancy.
Here you go. I'll post it here too.
Campaign related chat, you say? Oh boy.
For those of you who would like to keep listening to me,
Wait. So, who found this?
L found this.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me know when Finn gets the note.
Sure. Sorry. And what was I going to say? Mia, so I totally forgot what you said you rolled.
I rolled a. So did I. I rolled a 13.
Oh, okay. I don't have anything exciting for you.
That's fine.
It's
She
another.
really wasn't paying attention. She was just smelling around.
What the hell is this, Alex? When did this become a horror campaign?
Neat.
Like, did she just smell anything weird?
No, nothing that I don't think we already talked about.
Okay.
Yeah. L, after having read this page, is immediately going to go to Finn and be like, Finn?
Alex, is the page the same handwriting as the journal?
Yes, this appears to belong.
Okay. Finn skims over the entry and he's like, well, he doesn't skim. I mean, he's a bear. He reads it. He's like, this tracks with what we saw and read about the experimenting serving a fiend. So a fiend is driving the cult? Perhaps. Oh God, Alex, what was the vampire wolf's name?
The vampire wolf's name is Black Fang. Black Fang.
Heart. Black Fang. Black Fang.
Yeah.
Black Fang.
Something Black Fang. And those are fiends, right?
Vampires are fiends. Yes.
I wonder if they mean Black Fang, or if there's even someone else or something else.
That
Black
doesn't
Fang's been
seem like a
dead
good thing.
for a very long time at this point. Okay. Well, I found this rock which has some residue of
No,
the.
we didn't kill him. He vanished.
Hmm.
He fucked off.
Oh, he did? I thought we killed him.
No, you did not kill him.
Mm-mm.
That's been a minute, so I apologize.
He fucked off. And in game time, it was not that long ago.
No, it's been a couple days, a week at most, probably.
The half a year of in real world time is messing with my head. I apologize.
No, I need to get back better of putting the days, putting the sessions in the calendar, the world calendar.
Yes.
Um,
Anyway, what were you saying, Dean?
I'm gonna. Karen walks over to where Finn and Elle are, and
Finn hands him the page. It's from the journal from earlier.
I hand in the correct vial of dried and refined.
Well,
Oh shit!
this gives me the heebie-jeebies just looking at it.
Do you think? Do you think the guy they're talking about in here? What was his name?
Black Finn.
No. The Delta 7.
Oh,
Thought they. No, they didn't say his name in there. Never mind. Like the subject Delta 7 was the bear creature that we fought
what?
in the town, or
No, that was a guardian.
that was a corrupted. Oh shit! So we still got to deal with this guy.
Yeah, and this guy seems like he might be meaner.
Fun. But I found that vial. It's thankfully the goo is dried, but that looks like a highly refined version of what we've been seeing just splattered around everywhere. So either there's a source somewhere and they've been diluting it, or this is what they've been working towards. And I don't like where this is leading.
Nope, don't like that.
Not one bit. Nuh-uh.
Evil experiments, never a good idea.
No. Alex, is this a iron mine, copper mine? What kind of mine is this? Is it by chance a coal mine?
No, they were definitely mining like precious metals here.
Damn. We can't just set the walls on fire and walk away. Okay.
Plus, there's people that still live here.
I mean, you think about that ye old tale of, what was it, Centralia? People are still living there.
They
80,
are?
90 years. Yeah, I think there's still like 7 or 8 that still live in the area.
I thought the whole town is considered condemned.
It is, but
People still do it.
people still do it.
Jesus.
Yeah. And there's like 7 or 8 people that still live in that town. So we can't just do it that way. Okay.
Enjoy your fucking carbon monoxide.
So I guess we just press on into the tunnel and see what we see.
Sure.
I'm asking everyone else, like, what do y'all want to do?
I at this point, I think it's our duty.
I mean, we came this far.
Might as well see it to the end.
Karen looks over at Mia and actually gives her an approving nod. Like, that's the in his mind, he's like, that's the first thing that I actually agree with what came out of your mouth. All right, let's do this.
She nods and tilts her sombrero forward.
You head back out from the little alcove that you found the desk in, and continue deeper into the mine. It is only a matter of minutes of walking before you run into a what appears to be a collapse of the mine, and the tunnel is blocked. And you are welcome to give me either perception, investigation, or well, I will start with that.
All right.
And there's my luck.
Karen is like Karen is so famished from reading that journal entry that he pretty much walks into the end of the tunnel.
I was gonna say, I feel like Finn would be aware of it.
I rolled a nat 1.
Yes.
I rolled a nat 20!
Can Finn feel how deep the cave-in goes?
Yeah. Actually, Finn, because of what Finn has been doing, give me an Arcana roll.
Okay.
The dice giveth, the dice taketh away.
15.
15?
Yeah, 1-5.
So Finn, as Finn approaches this cave-in, you can feel that it pulses with some magical energy. This cave-in appears to have been created created via magical means, potentially having taken advantage of pre-existing instability. With the sense that you get from its it is it is a lot of, it's not just, oh, if we move 2 or 3 rocks we can get through, right? Like, this is a serious
Yeah.
section of tunnel that has collapsed or been brought down. It is a similar feeling magic to the warding magic that you ran into in the other cave.
Oh, okay. Actually, let's see here.
Mia, you as you are approaching this end of the tunnel, you can see that there were clearly multiple, like, there were a lot of tracks that came up to here where this cave-in is, and then it looks like something like people were there for some amount of time, and then went back the other direction.
This was a hideout. Mia just said out loud.
Okay.
I had a 20. Can I determine how many people were there based on the footprints?
Yeah, actually, you can tell that, well, what you can tell is that there were there were seven sets of tracks going in and only 6 that went back the other direction.
Oh, there was a murder here. Fascinating.
We better get working.
Well, hang on. So Finn is, so now he's got his paw on the cave, like on some of the cave in, like the end of it, and he's like, this was sealed intentionally, like
See,
the other, like the binding in the other tunnel. And I
You
don't
mean like
think I
the
can.
hole?
Yeah. And the binding rune on the floor at that part of the tunnel. I don't think this is not just a little cave in. This goes farther than I can tell. I don't think I can open this.
Maybe we should at least get some Jumfinians to help.
Like this is actual excavation at this point. Whatever's back there is back there. And it's sealed and trapped. And not going anywhere. So I think we can leave it for now.
I think we should leave it for now.
Yeah.
I want to go play with the big scary cave monster.
Sweet.
Well, you can't get to it right now, Karen.
No.
Not unless we dig underneath. Make another burrow.
You can go ahead and start that.
Finn just
I'll go
reaches.
find more dynamite.
Trust me, we'll be here when you finish.
Assuming that Mia just like bends over and starts digging, Finn just like grabs her giant tail and hauls her back up.
Yeah, so that is what happened.
Nope.
Aw.
We're not going to do that right now.
Wanted to see how long it would take her.
Okay, or you'd see how long it would take her to undo the work I've been doing stabilizing this tunnel.
I
Yes,
just have to dig a
preferably from outside the tunnel.
While we're still in it.
I said while we're outside of it.
We got
Nice.
things to do.
So I guess at this point we should go try to check out that other area and track down the Dramphidians. Hello?
I have to take. I'm gonna step back for a second. I do what you guys do.
I think we're done here for now.
I think so.
Okay.
Traveling montage.
Actually, before they fully leave, Finn just blocks off the tunnel
Sure.
at the entranceway. He doesn't want anyone playing with it or trying to go in there or anything like that. If it's sealed and the flavor of the magic feels like the same binding magic as before, like whatever's in there needs to stay in there.
This all makes sense. So
And he doesn't want anyone messing with it or trying to find it or anything like that. So he just blocks off the tunnel at the entrance, like, maybe not even 5 feet in,
sure.
like 3 feet in, like not enough that even a child could get in it and be in danger.
Sure. Yeah, you guys make your way back out. Finn seals up the entrance to the mine again. And you make your way back out into the town. Definitely the air feels, fresh air feels lighter. Sunlight feels nice after spending the last day and change underground. Do you have any other business in town before you head on your way?
I don't think so.
Not that I can think of.
I'm gonna grab a couple more dynamite sticks before I head out, though.
We don't have any.
But the town does. We didn't take all of it.
No, what you found was a bag of gunpowder or something like that.
Boom,
So I still
boom,
have-
boom,
so
boom
I
powder.
guess I can.
You can take that.
Fine, I'm keeping my boom boom powder.
We established they do not have the technology for chemical explosives. Like the most they have, like they have Greek fire, but they don't have chemical explosives.
They don't have
think
the
to
nitroglycerin
remind
in
you-
order to make TNT.
That's
I
fair.
think to remind you above the table of the gray goo.
There was, that's true. There was the gray goo, but that doesn't.
But we haven't come across any more.
That is also true. I was
But
going
it
to.
exists.
I was going to
Now,
say.
I was not present for the gray goo, but I sort of got the impression that the gray goo was like literally in a dungeon.
Yes, I was going to say product
Not
Yes.
of
like not a in-world creation like we are working against here, but literally a dungeon as in the capital D dungeon.
Yes, exactly. That is the true.
Which at this point probably only Dean understands. The dungeon specifically brings in things not of this world.
Correct.
Okay.
Things, yes.
Ups and things. And
Cool.
stuff.
So you make your way back to your wagon, which was, I think, just on the outskirts of town. And take a minute to load up and get organized and start heading.
Yeah. Let me find the old paperwork shit.
Um,
God, it's going to be like forever ago. Let's see.
Well, I guess we are off to wherever.
Okay, so
Where do we go?
no cursed peaks marked only with a bat, another marked only with a black rose. Hollowroot Path. Okay, yes, that. So I can't. Let's see here. If the Dreamfini could purge, hide all materials in the Hollowroot Path.
Can I just say
And
the
we're
map layout is very trippy?
in Ashen Hollow, yeah.
Correct.
Correct.
Did we get the map?
You have a piece of map, yes.
We have a piece of map. Okay. Does it show, what's it look like?
So there, I mean, it shows the Glasrune Forest on the east side of the map. There are some markings that you probably would understand to indicate as the grove where you encountered the druids or helped the druids. And there is a marking heading up to, or there's a mark indicating where you are currently in the Ashen Hollow, there appears to be road that leads down out of the section of mountains that you're in, and then back up into the mountains further north, where the map is then torn. That is where there there's like a partial marking that says like 2VH, but it doesn't that the section of map is missing.
Okay. And is that part of the map? Since Finn knows the area, is that leading to the Hollowroot Path or whatever it's called?
Is
it indicating it?
It is the correct direction, yes.
Okay. But it's not showing the part of the map that shows the quote snow-cursed peaks or another part with a black rose.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, Finn pulls out the journal and he pulls out the map and he looks at him and he's like, well, I think we're going up the Hollowroot Path. Yo, what the fuck, Rachel? Are you guys is it windy there? Are you guys okay?
What's going
Yeah,
on?
we're good.
Yep.
What's
We
going
just
on?
had a big wind.
Oh.
Big wind.
A
Power
tree
outage.
fell on their neighbor's house?
Oh.
Yep.
Not our roof.
There and the wood chipping tree removal company is already here removing that tree.
That's what that noise is.
Yep. They got the big wood chipper and everything.
That was fast.
Yep.
I hear frantic typing in the background. I don't like this.
I know. It's all good. La la la.
Why don't I believe you?
Cool.
Liar.
So you take a moment to get organized and hitch up your draft horse, and start to make.
Does the horse have a name?
To be fair, I
You
totally
have to do this to me.
I don't remember if the horse had a name.
It's a horse with no name.
Mm,
Dancing with a horse with no name. Feels good to be out of the rain.
The rain.
Hope you're proud of yourself.
You haven't made it
Oh,
to the.
very much so.
You haven't made it to the. At some point, you might make it to the desert, and then you can sing that song to your heart's delight.
Uh-huh.
But in the meantime, shut up.
Yes.
Da-da-da.
Cool. The as you start to make your way back down out of the mountains, the sunlight filters through the mists as you had encountered on the way up, and make it back down to like the border road where the forest meets the foothills, and turn to the north. Finn guiding you towards the Hollowroot Path. And it takes it takes the rest of the day to get back down out of or back down to the edge of the forest, and you spend an uneventful night in
while they're while we're going down the road, Finn is reading the research journal. You know, the one he confiscated from Stacy. And he is looking to see if anything that they saw or read about in the scraps and what was left of the tattered journal in the mines seems to match or have relevance to anything in the research journal from the library.
Sure. As you dig into these books, it becomes clear fairly quickly that
also he's checking like if handwriting is similar. But I don't think it will be.
No, these don't appear to be written by the same person. However, it does become clear rather quickly that the research journal that you picked up in the library is seems to describe far earlier stages of experimentation than what you came across here. Like significant advancements had been made since the since the first journal you found was penned. The first journal details a lot more experimentation on quiet-minded creatures, more lots of proof of concepts kind of work, as opposed to practical application. Although, well, not that you have terribly many entries in the newer journal, it seems that they're meeting far more success in the more recent experimentation.
Oh shit! So we've gone
human
from like
trials, as it were.
We've gone from proof of concept through prototyping into pre-production.
Yay.
Yeah, we've moved on to human trials, so to speak.
I would say they were more involuntary human trials, but
Still human trials.
still human trials. All right, Mingla, let's get this taken care of.
uh,
Yeah. You notice at the bottom there is a imprint in the journal of the initials RFK. Um, nothing. Nobody. Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
I RFK. I don't.
It's okay.
Kennedy.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, cool. You spend a generally uneventful night camped in the wagon in the low foothills, and then continue northward in the morning. The where the heck did this just go? Finn knows the Hollowroot Path lies somewhat harder to spot, where there are some giant trees whose roots grow in such a way to make what appears to be a hollow entrance to this path. And as you head on, you start to see in the distance some of these large trees. And you come eventually to the point where the Hollowroot Path splits off to the west. And here at this road junction, while the Hollowroot Path barely looks like it is a traversable path, certainly for things like wagons, although it is, while it is plenty big enough to get your wagon down. It is very apparent that this crossroads has been fairly well traveled in the recent past, like recent days and weeks. There are an indecipherable numbers of hoof and paw prints, as well as wagon tracks going in all directions. This is the path that should be hard to find, is actually quite easy to find because it has been so well traveled recently.
Would it be considered not so hidden path?
It is a not so hidden path. And you turn up the path and head under this collection of roots. And once you come through this entry tunnel, opens up and heads up into the mountains. The slope of the mountain is it's steep, lots of switchbacks. Certainly not the easiest place to get up, but it is navigable. And the higher you go, the more the wind whips along. But it finally opens out as you kind of crest some of the lower foothill mountains and come into a fairly lush valley. And ahead of you lies the ruins of Kierac. I did put you all on the map. Okay. These once forgotten ruins lie high in the mountains. There is still a lot of moss and overgrowth, but it is clear that this has been used and traveled recently. But it is still a ruins. Fractured walls, sunken corridors. It looks like the remnants of a village or an outpost that has been
Like ancient ruins or recent ruins?
I mean, old enough that that nature has been starting to reclaim it.
Okay.
Yeah, not like, oh, we just knocked this over in a fight like last week.
Right. Not like, oh, this was razed to the ground like 2 weeks ago.
Right. Yeah, the air up here is cooler, but it is a little humid. And there definitely appears to be signs of recent use. Carts and tents and camp type stuff, fire pits and whatnot around the area.
Is there anyone actively there now that we can tell?
As you approach, go ahead and give me.
Are there any smoke fire? Like fire? You know what I mean? Smoke from campfires or tents that appear to be like visibly in use?
You don't.
Wagons?
You don't see any smoke. And at least on your approach, you don't see any people. You don't see anyone present here. What the?
Okay.
Weird.
There ain't nobody here. I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Yeah, there's a stream that runs by the side of the ruins. The bridge over the stream looks to be in generally good condition. And given the state of the ruins, it is clear that this bridge is newer, maintained. Yes.
And we have to cross it to go into the ruins?
Correct.
And that is the direction the path goes.
That is the direction the path goes.
Is it also the direction that all of the tracks go?
Yes, coming up there this is quite clearly a well-traveled route, and
This is where all the traffic went.
this is where all the traffic went.
Darn, I guess we gotta go handle all these people.
Well,
Okay, I'll go.
I knew you would volunteer, Al. Thank you so much for this.
You're welcome.
Karen's just sipping on his coffee.
I want some of that when you get across.
I'll get you something else.
hang on.
Morning bean juice.
Finn casts a vine whip, and that way Elle can hold on to it.
Okay, I was gonna say, are you actively trying to get my coffee?
Oh, no.
Not yet. Okay. And it's a little funky on the map.
That's okay.
He's giving Elle a safety line.
Okay.
Elle makes it across the bridge, no problem.
Okay, is the bridge big enough for our wagon?
It is actually. It is built in such a way that you can see there are certainly wagons on the other side. And this seems to be the route to
Wagons on the other side? Bitch, you just told me we didn't see any.
Surprise! There's wagons on the other side.
There's nobody in or around or near the wagons, but there
yes.
are wagons.
There do be wagons.
Are they super old, like decrepit wagons of the ruin? Or are they wagons that clearly belong to somebody?
There's both. There are definitely old
Okay.
decrepit wagons.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wagons are celestial.
Celestial.
Don't listen
What?
to me on that one. Don't listen to me on that one. I'm a little tired.
All right. You out?
It's all right. I drove 6 hours today.
Finn starts taking the wagon across.
Cool. Y'all head across the bridge. Elle, are you doing anything else while they head across, or are you just waiting for them?
Like I'm looking around, making sure like
Defensive perimeter.
Not that it's going not that it's going to take them that much time to cross the bridge. It's not like crossing. It's not like crossing the Tappan Zee or something.
Like I'm not exactly expecting like Robin Hood's merry men to jump out of the bushes, but also like, is there anybody that's like obviously trying to attack us at the moment as they approach, as they cross the bridge?
Give me investigation. or perception.
Torment?
I'm gonna invent a new stat, perceptigation.
I approve of this stat. Dirty 20.
Cool. Yeah, from what Elle can see,
I feel like investigation and paying attention perception are not the same thing.
no,
There's like
the-
investigation for like looking at something, like looking for something. And then there's like perception, which is like, I don't know, do you notice the thing? And then
yes,
there's like,
one is
then
one
there's like,
is one is
waiting-
active.
then there's also waiting and paying attention.
Yeah, one is active. Like I always think about it as investigation is you are theoretically looking for something specific, and perception is
Right.
what do you notice as you are moving through a space.
But then there's like, I don't know, I feel like there really does need to be another one, which is like actively paying attention without actually looking for something.
yeah,
That would be perception.
yeah, it's
Because
perception
a full-
perception versus passive perception. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alex, I do believe you pulled over my wrong token.
Oh, maybe. Sure. You say so.
I mean, unless there's been a change again. Then
No.
I'll keep up with the change.
I don't know. You tell me. You want this one? Whoop.
See, senor.
Okay.
Gracias.
Cool. So Elle, everything's quiet. You don't
Quiet, like normal quiet.
Or too quiet.
no
Or quiet, like cone of silence quiet.
no quiet like we're in the mountains and like I can hear birds in the wind, but like I don't hear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Normal quiet.
Yes.
Peaceful.
Not but it is the you don't hear the sounds of like people making camp, doing anything, cooking, talking, that kind of thing.
So the quiet of people not being around, but no creatures messing with the wildlife. Copy. Got you.
Yes, it is not unnatural.
That I hear wildlife tells me that there's no people around.
Or there's no predators around.
Or predators. Because predators, because people are predators.
All right. Do we want to move into the ruins?
I don't see why not.
Do I need to be the brave one again?
No, Karen's already doing
Okay.
it. Karen's just gonna waltz his happy little ass right into the center of it and be like, "Hey
Do you
guys."
know anything about this location?
Sorry, does Finn or anyone?
No, Finn.
Wow, make a history check.
Mm-hmm. 11.
I mean, with an 11, Finn would probably certainly have heard of
Or like seen the name on a map or something.
yeah. He definitely would have heard of the location, the ruins of Kierac. And probably may have heard around the druid circle that this particular area was rich in a rare root that was used in some healing and divination rituals. And there, but as far as like what happened, probably not a ton of.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Blah 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 blah. Cool. Yeah, Karen, make a dexterity saving throw.
21, sir.
Cool. Karen waltzes through the main gate and trips a tripwire and says, well, that didn't work, as nothing happens. Dodging out of the way as no rocks fall on your head.
The penitent mount shall pass.
Yes. Lovely. However, as you walk into the main area of the ruins, you can see that this was clearly the main camp site. There's a big tent that was likely used for like a mess hall or gathering or something, and some smaller tents around.
Oh, hang on, guys. I'll be right back.
Okie days. And the remains of a fire pit in the middle. If we want to wait for Finn, this might be a great time to take a hot second for a bathroom break.
Yep. I can agree with that.
Sure.
I'm gonna grab my water bottle. I'll be right back.
No, the DM must stay and entertain.
Then you need to send drinks immediately.
All right, let me get on DoorDash real quick and I'll schedule something. Nah, you're good, brother. So L, how far along are you in Dune right now?
I have just completed the 5th trial.
Wonderful.
Even though I am not equipped.
Oh, you poor sweet summer child. Would you like some extra? Would you like some gear that I'm no longer using?
Yes, because I am currently running copper gear and am having trouble getting to break through to even iron.
Okay. I have some aluminum gear that you can use. It's all uniques, except for the pants. I have extra pairs of pants. I will just give you the pair of pants then.
I'll just give you my pants.
But that should be a market improvement from the copper gear that you're using currently. And I think I have some spare weaponry I can let you borrow. Is it just do you need resources, or do you need what else do you need?
That's I am very undergeared for going through locations as a solo player.
Okay.
So mostly it ends up being gear holding me back, I think. Because yeah, if I had better gear, then I could go through like testing stations and whatnot easier.
Okay.
Of course,
Well,
if I had a buddy to go through testing stations with, it would also be easier because
fine.
those heavy guys are.
We can go through testing stations together.
I think I went through testing station 10 last night before the Coriolis came through, but it took me a good like 2 hours. It might have been 3 hours to go through that one.
We will. What are you looking for in the testing stations? Are you just need the
Gear in some cases, supplies to kickstart the iron phase, as it were, so I can build some of the stuff, so I can get some more of the resources, etc.
I mean, you shouldn't need to go through a lot of testing stations to get into the Iron Age. I mean, small refineries just made from scrap metal.
Yes.
Or is it the cutter you need?
One of the big things I was trying to get was the Reaper scythe, the water scythe.
That's an aluminum. The water scythe is in an aluminum tier, so that's going to be a hot minute away.
No, not the stupid
Not
little
the actual scythe. You want the
sickle.
Dune Reapers, the sickles.
The Dune Reapers, yeah.
Okay, I can just give you one.
Well, I've made one now because I
Okay,
went
good.
through the testing station and got the silicon block thing.
Okay.
I got some of that in there.
So silicon blocks are made from dust sand, or flour sand. So all you need is flour
Right.
sand and water, and you'll get your silicon.
And in order to do that, I needed to go through the trial in order to receive the ability to make the compactor rod. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
All right.
That was my boss.
Are we all back?
We're back.
I don't know. Is Robin back?
I don't believe Robin is back. Unless she's just muted.
I've been here the whole time.
You've
I came
been
back
muted
by the
the
time we got to the
entire
bridge.
Not dead yet.
I'm sorry. What were you saying, Karen?
I said, but you've been muted the entire time.
Well, yeah. I've been eating chocolate almonds, so I didn't want snacks being hurt on the other side.
She didn't bring enough to share with
Chocolate?
the class.
I was gonna say,
Exactly.
chocolate almonds does sound good, but chocolate cashews sound either honey roasted cashews or chocolate covered cashews sound good.
Honey roasted.
Well, that's not what I got at Costco. I got almonds at Costco.
Blech.
Oh my God. Have you had those honey roasted nuts in the green can from Costco? Those things are crack.
I now need to get them. That sounds amazing.
They're delicious. Anyway, okay. So there was a tripwire. Then what?
So then Karen is looking at a decent sized camp setup would have housed a fairly good number of people. A main tent probably used for meetings and like a mess hall. Some tents that are clearly bunk tents all around a central fire pit. Not no signs. Well, signs of hasty departure.
Hello, is there anyone there? I'm just a local cleric wandering through the woods. Need some supplies. Be greatly appreciated if anyone could help out with this.
Are there any like symbols or anything on the tents?
Yeah, they all bear the symbol of the black rose.
Uh-huh. But we couldn't see this from the fucking other side of the bridge, Alex?
No, there's a wall.
Nope. There's a
Oh,
wall.
there's a wall. Okay. You didn't describe that very well.
Sorry. There, I mean, yeah, this is like I mean, whether it was an outpost or it is there is an exterior wall to this
Thank you.
ruins.
It's not just the ruins, it's like the ruins of like a castle or a fort or something.
Yes. Cool. Assuming, well, yeah, Karen yells off at into the
Ben
void,
cringes when he does that.
and
But then like he cringes down into his shoulders, but then when nothing happens, like one of his ears pops up
a
and then
bird,
his head comes up with it.
a little bird lands on Karen's head.
You scratch the bird's back of his neck.
And no one answers except your echo.
Well, I'm gonna go check out these pots that are cooking by the fire and see what we got.
Oh yeah, like how long ago was this abandoned, Alex?
The pots have some remnants of food in them. It is not quite a science experiment yet.
I assume that like the fires aren't active.
The fires aren't active. And they like I mean, certainly at first glance it looks like you know, if you like it's been over a day, or you would have expected to have run into some like somebody.
Is there anybody out there? Hello?
Please not, if you can hear me.
Please, can you hear me?
So yeah, there's little bits of food. It's not quite a science experiment yet, so it can't have been that long, right? Like it's not like growing big old moldy bits, but you know,
The mold is starting.
if you're looking to make
My
some
mind-
kind of, you could take a penicillin sample. Um,
Ooh,
I'm gonna just start scraping some of the mold into a sample container, and I'm gonna use that for some potions then.
um, yeah. It is somewhat probably a little eerie to be standing in the empty camp, in a ruins on the top of a mountain. But yeah, there doesn't really appear to
is
be.
there any sign of a struggle, or is it like literally like they packed up and left?
I mean, I would use the term packed up lightly, but yes. um they're assuming that you all kind of follow Karen in after Karen yells to the world,
Yeah.
and realize that nothing bad happens to him. Um although it would have been really funny if Karen just started screaming for help for no reason.
Hey,
You they're you know, as you all start to look around the ruins, a lot of it is ruins, collapsed walls, collapsed staircases, piles of stone and brick here and there. There are a few fully standing walls and doors, most notably to the south of the encampment.
Yeah, forget that. It's time to investigate these tents.
Yeah, go for it.
dig in the mess hall tent.
Cool. Give me investigation.
I'm gonna investigate over here.
Oh, God.
Whoa. Heyo. That's a nat 20. Wow, Sam. Okay.
Finn's distracted. That's a nat 1.
Wait, Finn got a nat 1?
Yep.
Cool.
I guess something spooked the horse.
Okay. Cool.
Finn
So
was busy.
Finn's still in shock of Karen hitting a tripwire and nothing happening, and then
yeah.
screaming at the top of his lungs for
So
someone to come out and help.
Sam goes and starts poking through one of these tents that appears to be more of sleeping quarters, and discovers, goes through a trunk at the end of one of the or rather at the end of the tents, and you know, probably Sam being Sam kind of taps on the bottom a little too hard, only to realize that the bottom is not the bottom, and fishes out a another map fragment, or piece of a map, that seems to show the location that you're at, with some markings that lead off.
Didn't Sam find the last one?
Did Sam find the last
Yeah.
one?
Sam fighting the last one, too.
Sam
She's doing great.
Sam
When it comes
is
to maps, yes.
the map tracker. Clearly.
Not sure she knows how to use the map, but
She can find it.
gotta call it Sam Quest at this point, Sam.
Oh goodness.
Mia, as you start poking through one of the other tents, you find some partially destroyed scrolls, one of which has a note that says supply batches rerouted to Varnhold Veins, orders to avoid Skyward Pass, path secured by glyph wards, and some contact information. I will post this for you. Standby caller.
Okay. Is that all she finds?
That is all she finds.
She grabs all the notes and steps out. ¿Dónde está, señor Finn?
So there's that. Here's the.
Finn like gets the horse settled and comes in. Hang on.
Oh, sorry, not wardens. Wards. Thank you, autocorrect
There
or
we
whatever.
go. Supply batches.
on this
Okay.
map.
Finn like takes the note. How old does it look?
It looks. I mean, it is probably less than a month old.
Okay. Just amount of wear on the paper, etc.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit harder to tell on account of it looks like somebody tried to destroy it, but.
Yes. Indeed. Okay, so let's see. Weren't we just in the Varnhold veins?
I think the map
Or it's
was everything was pointing
Varnhold veins?
is where they were moving supplies.
Wait,
everything was
what?
everything was referencing that.
Okay, so Ashen Hollow is not the same mining place as Varnhold veins.
Correct.
Okay. Didn't we reference the Varnhold veins at some point in a previous session?
Previous to today. Yeah, I think was some notes. Hold on, let me go see if I can find it.
It sounds familiar.
Yes, it's definitely it has definitely come up before. Where it came up before, I have to go find.
Okay.
And by caller.
What I thought.
Oh, yes. It came up in some of the documents that you found in the mine that mentioned recurring shipments to the Varnhold veins.
Right. No, we didn't find that in the mine. We found that in one of the houses.
Sure. Yes. But certainly in the other town.
In the mining town. Do.
Okay. So Rerouted to Varnhold Veins, and I assume Finn knows where those are.
Well, assuming that everybody has now brought you all of their pieces of paper,
No, well, I mean, did Sam bring? So no,
course he did.
without even Sam's map, like, would Finn know where the Varnhold Veins is?
It's I don't think so. It fit this is maybe,
He would just know that it's like in this region and it's north of the forest.
yes, north and west, yes. Most of
Okay.
this, all of this in the mountains is mostly west, but yes.
Right. So they're in the mountains. Are they in Oria yet, or are they still like in the barrier mountains?
They would be in the mountains, the Mantle Mountains.
Got it. It's sort of no man's land in between.
Yes. Well, I'm sure that some governments think that they belong to them, but yes.
Right. But no one lives here, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Right. It's Finn's knowledge is in the forest. Okay. Does the phrase skyward path mean anything to him?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that, Finn would probably assume that it is some pass in the mountains, but not necessarily
Right.
have been there.
Okay. Or have okay. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Sam, just let me know when or if she decides to give Finn her map fragment.
Oh yeah, no. Sam would absolutely go, "Oh, Finn, I found another one."
Oh, hey. Is it literally like the other half of the?
Yes, Finn would very quickly be able to determine that these two pieces of map fit quite nicely together, which gives now a the as you look at the map, you can see that there is highlighted or marked out with a rose above what appears to be a triple peaked ridge, with the red inclines that kind of spiral down, and this seems to mark the location of the Varnhold Veins, which is a secluded ravine that is near what looks like an old mining road, near the ridge.
And then the other part, something snowy peaks. Is that on the map as well?
Ding, snowy peaks.
Yes, there is what appears to be a small crest or like coat of arms kind of marking that is even further to the north, that while it is not labeled anything specific, would quite nicely line up with these are Finn would know that at that point you're talking about peaks that almost always have snow year round.
Right. Is Karen there, or what's he off doing?
I am in the mess tent trying to figure out what if there's anything in here that I can actually like figure out. But I
Okay,
rolled a 7, so
Does Finn recognize the crest on the? You said crest. Like, is it like a heraldry crest?
Yeah, like a or at least like a partial. I mean, it is a small notation, but yes, it would seem to be like the notation, like a house symbol or something.
Does he recognize it? Has he read? Like, has he seen it in a book?
Give me a history check.
Oh, nat 1, which gives me a 4.
Cool.
I'm gonna take that as a no.
Yeah, Finn does not recognize this particular crest.
Yeah. Okay. Well, everyone else is looking around, and something has the horse real fucking spooked. And now Finn is gonna look at. He's gonna be looking at the map, and he's gonna be holding the map up like in the direction. He's gonna orient the map with like where they are for realsies, and then look at the landscape. He's trying to like figure out where they are exactly and where they're gonna go.
Sure.
He's doing the thing. Also, if I remember correctly, those glyph wards, those binding glyph wards, those were not exactly like magic that had a good feel to it.
That is true.
So, like, path secured by glyph wards is kind of seems like a scary, not ideal thing. All right. What about the rest of the party?
Cool. So Karen is investigating the mess tent and is I don't know. I clearly must be hungry or something, right? Like walking through and having scraped the old food out of the pots and pans is just not doing the best job of finding things.
I mean, hey, look, there was a bottle of wine that got left there. I got excited. I opened up the cork. One thing led to another, and then to another, and now they're just gonna find me sitting in there, reclining on a bench seat and drinking a bottle of wine.
Above the table, is Sam's compass whispering to her at all for any hidden trinkets or treasures?
Sam's
super cool, awesome toy.
Yeah.
I mean, she can't investigate crap, so she's relying on this compass.
Still waiting for one of those. Sorry, Alex. I had to joke around. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Yeah, Sam's compass is pointing towards the southern wall where there appears to be a door down here.
Hey, Al. This compass thing is whispering to me again. And everybody's gonna basically see her kind of just looking at the compass as you would a cell phone and following it. It's not looking exactly where she's going, so she might trip a couple times.
Sam walks into a wall. Like giving my child a GPS unit to go geocaching. Promptly walks into a tree.
Sounds about right.
I know. Cool. You come up
The
to
context here is that the child is like what, 7?
Yes. Okay, you come up to this door. And discover that it's locked.
They're shiny on the other side of this door. Elle? Where'd he go?
Did you lose your husband?
I don't.
Okay.
They're shiny on the other side of the door.
Ooh, shiny.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Yeah.
Did you get distracted by shiny in real life, James?
Something like that.
Ice cream.
Oh man, now I want ice cream. Shut up, Alex.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, I placed an order on DoorDash for honey roasted cashews and candy.
Do you... Yep. Okay.
No, it doesn't make me feel better because I don't have any.
Well, you know,
I started something apparently.
I have ice cream in an empty house. Y'all are welcome to come visit.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, Alex, let me just hop on that plane
Do it.
Yeah.
with all of the money and free time that I have.
Yeah.
Or come hang out in DC. Come hang out in DC with me next month.
I've got too much other stuff that I'm doing.
No.
Hey, speaking of Alex,
Not.
what are you
But,
doing
let's,
in like
have a house party while Ruth is gone.
It wouldn't be the first time that I've done that. In October.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
If Elle's not coming. If Elle's not coming, I'm going to try my hand at this before he gets here.
We don't plan that far ahead.
Yeah. In October, who knows? He might be on a cruise.
Does an 18 unlock the door?
Sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I learned a thing.
Sam is apparently doing good today. Yeah, Sam, you unlocked the door.
Sam is being a wunderkind today.
Yeah.
I did a good thing.
Sam did a thing, guys. The whole world's gonna die.
How the fuck would you even know? You're drunk.
I am sipping on a wine bottle. This is not meaning that I am inebriated yet. My tolerance is so high.
You are just hanging out in the mess tent doing it.
Correct.
Cool. So Sam,
Bloop.
yeah, looks inside this room, and it appears to be like a study, or I mean, it's not necessarily a library, although there's definitely shelves of books and whatnot. But definitely seems to have been used recently as office type space. Lots of pages scattered about, and like I said, a few books around on shelves. And there is a small little chest on top of on top of one of the tables. So yeah, like over here. Which is like small, like easy enough to pick up, small, like think like jewelry box kind of size.
An end table?
No, the little chest is like jewelry
Oh, the
box
chest.
sized. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. What you doing?
Sam is going to try to open the box.
The box is locked. But when Sam picks it up, it definitely sounds like there could be coins inside.
Ew. Sam is going to try to pick this thing again.
Sure.
Are we pressing our luck? Yes. Is it going to work? Probably not. 12.
Cool. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, Sam.
We got happy. We got 2 happy. That's a 9.
Confident. We got cocky.
We got arrogant.
Oh, Sam.
Ah, well. I want this thing open.
Sam, as Sam is holding this box and attempts to pick the lock, and then feels something stab into her paw and takes 8 piercing damage.
Sam will absolutely let out a painful howl. It is very loud. That hurt.
Karen drops the wine bottle and runs out of the tent towards where he heard screaming.
Elle also runs.
It hurt. That hurt.
Neither of them can see her because she's inside the fucking wall.
I left the door open.
She also howled.
I was going to say there is a door.
Yeah.
What was that?
Howl.
Please. That box hurt.
Wow, 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 woo, woo, woo.
Sam is nursing her hand and just kind of pointing over to the box.
Sam is remembering what it was
It's
like
locked.
when she decided that it would be really fun to sniff a porcupine.
Ella's going to look at the box and be like,
hey. Let's see. I would make porcupines one of the fucking whatever the species class that moles and sloths and pangolins are.
Are they the tenebrines? No, I don't remember.
No, tenebrines are
the badgers and the skunks. Yeah.
I think the tenebrines are like the ferrets. No, Aren't tenebrines the night ones?
Yes, I think so. This is where I pull out the book and go figure it out. Legonines. Legonines.
Ligonines.
Yes.
And what are the ferrets again?
Leotine.
Too many L's.
Ferrets and otters are leotine, and the sloths are legonines.
Leotine, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see putting a porcupine in the legonines. That would make sense. Anyway.
Not sure where else you'd put them.
Yeah. Everybody comes rushing it. Well, yeah, pretty much it.
Finn doesn't.
Everybody except Finn comes rushing in. Hearing Sam yelp.
And Sam points to the box and says that it hurts her. Ella's gonna look at it and be like, "Ooh, puzzle."
Karen just looks like, wait, so you did this to yourself?
Oh, the box did.
You know you don't pick locks, Sam.
I got in the door.
That must have been a really... No, never again.
I picked the door.
I'm healing you this time, and only this time.
Picking the lock is not the same thing as undoing the trap. Assuming you even noticed that it's trapped.
Did you notice it was trapped, Sam?
Sam's ears pin back against her head, and she kind of does a little whimper. No.
You did okay getting in here.
It's got coins in here, though.
Why can't I be mad at her? She's like a child.
I mean,
sure
I'm
wishes he knew the answer to that.
I mean, I'm pretty.
She's just like a curious child. Why can't I be mad at her?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure everyone in the party is a curious child to Karen.
It's true.
That's why I made a statement like that.
Does a 30 get into this box?
Yeah, a 30 is plenty.
Sam was feeling so good about herself, and then all of a sudden he goes, "Oh, wait, here, hang on, click." Oh.
In the box is a collection of coins. One seems to stand out more than there is a bunch of regular gold and silver pieces. Probably actually on the order of 100 gold and 50 silver. However, there is one coin item that appears to be a carved disc that looks somewhat like a compass, but seems to be notched like mountains.
No, we found a cool geocoin.
I opened this guy's geocache, and this is what I find.
Damn you, Al. was literally about to say, is this what they call a geocache?
Yes. Because clearly, Sam has the Beast World equivalent of a geocaching GPS unit.
Perfect for an autistic wolf.
Sam looks at the compass again and it's pointing off in another direction, and she wanders over and finds an ammo can in a tree. No. Then proceeds to walk into a cave, whereupon she stumbles across the Ark of the Covenant.
I wouldn't put it.
No, that
Anyway,
geocache is down the street from me. And I'm not kidding. Anyway. Yes. So some real coins, a carved coin that looks somewhat like a compass, with what appears to be mountains carved into it.
Okay. Is this?
Cool.
L, sorry, with the 30 that L rolled.
Order's complete.
For opening the box, L also is able to successfully disarm the trap mechanism, which releases a small vial of what appears to be a pink gas, somewhat reminiscent of the pink goo.
Did Sam get stabbed with pink goo needle?
Can I roll medicine to make sure that the stab wound is, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Sam, you're fine.
Okay.
That was a 25.
Okay, that doesn't mean that she's okay. That means
That
your
means
check was successful to assess.
you know for sure.
I know for sure
sh-
Sam is
you kn-
okay,
you-
and as
you
far
know-
as I know,
For sure, the thing that the DM hasn't told you yet.
yeah, because I'm going to tell Sam exactly this. You're fine, Sam. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And then write in your notebook.
Yep, and then I'm gonna write in my notebook.
Karen knows that, interestingly enough, Karen assesses Sam's wound and determines that Sam is fine. L, who disarmed the trap, realizes that these are two different traps. So, Sam will just go on thinking that Sam is fine, aside from having a hole in her paw.
Which I proceed to bandage.
Cool. What else you guys doing?
Are there any tents that look like they were used for experiments? Or maybe holding supplies? Or perhaps even logistics or command?
So,
Or is there perhaps a building?
there are, as you continue to look around, there are a few more rooms to the north, the northeast corner of the ruin, and I mean, the
Like Finn
room.
be looking for useful shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna investigate this barrel.
Go ahead. Investigate the barrel. Sure. I mean,
Let's just investigate this location entirely.
yeah. Finn.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, someone else should investigate, but
Sure. Well,
Finn
I
is
mean,
helping.
Mia finds a barrel of mead, and the room that Sam found the box, the chest in, looked like it had potentially been used as like an office space. There were definitely papers and a few books scattered about there. Everybody seemed to get a little bit more caught up in Sam's misadventures at the
Right.
moment.
Finn is gonna like pick up the papers and the books.
Yeah.
What are they?
Go ahead and oh, that's
Why? Why
hilarious.
am I rolling?
You don't have to roll for anything.
Why? Why do I have to do this?
You don't, because this is a game
You
about
just told
rolling.
me that they're there.
This is a game about rolling dice, so you're just gonna roll dice because it's no.
Now,
This is a
Roll
game
the
about
math
rolling
rocks.
shiny math rocks.
all right, here's a math rock.
No, it's fine. You don't have to do that.
12. Suck it.
You find in the stack of pages, the one that stands out to you is one where there's it is notated, too many eyes near Farheim, relocate forward, ritual stock to the veins, leave nothing at Kierac, Varnhold still safe as long as the seal holds. I will give you this text in the chat. Stand by.
Great. Thank
Did we
you.
just come from Varnhold?
Didn't we just have this
No.
conversation?
We did just have this conversation.
So Varnhold Veins is the thing on the map that's got like the big black rose over it.
Ah, my bad.
And it's where everything has been getting shipped. It is the big scary base.
So,
Metagaming, it's the big dungeon.
I would assume that we need to go to Varnhold Veins as soon as we get clear of this area.
I'm gonna investigate these other rooms now.
Sure.
Can Karen go over and see what's going on with Mia?
Yes, you can do that. The other
But Jesus, dog.
so sorry, 1 second.
In or out, you dick bag.
In or out, you dickbag, is some words that I never would have thought to hear tonight come out of Finn's mouth.
So Finn, the other thing as you look at the two, there are two books, more like journals that stand out that are sitting on the desk here, as you go investigate the as you're poking around. And I'm going to give these both to you first because you seem to be the only one reading them. And then I'll post it public after
Oh boy.
you decide what you would like to do with them. Or rather,
He needs his little glasses, Sam.
okay. So, yeah, these are two different books.
Oh boy.
Is
Oh,
this Is this a hole?
Is what?
Is this a hole right here in the corner? Or is it just black goo on a rock?
and we're in the ruins of Kierac right now.
Correct.
Where's an oil?
Yeah, it's a shadow creature. It's just
Oh, that's
It-
cool.
it slinks out and envelops you. It's the Vashta Narada. None of you
Ah,
probably.
I'm gonna take a step back. When it starts creeping up, I'm just like, "Beep."
Roll 2d6.
What?
So it's like and Karen just comes around the corner. What's going on?
Oh, it's alive, and points at the shadow.
What's alive?
The shadow, senor.
Right. Okay.
See,
Not this.
I'm not going to shoot it though. I'm good. I'm just go this way.
Whatever you say.
Senor, you should
Lockhart.
avoid that. Let him rest in peace. He does no harm, maybe. Senor,
Yes.
let's go up these stairs, see?
Sure. You guys can head up there, and you realize that you are walking on basically, mostly dilapidated wall sections. As far as other stuff that you find, like, in more sleeping quarters, probably sleeping quarters used for more important people since they were inside, not in tents. Again, looks like people left in a hurry, bits of clothing and whatnot still strewn about. Nothing super exciting here.
Cool. I'm going to investigate and see if anyone left a note.
Make for
That was a 9.
No notes.
Damn.
Perfect execution. No notes. Except that we know that it was not perfect execution on account of they left hastily.
That just means they didn't leave any notes here.
Yes.
Or I'm too distracted by the barrel of mead out there that I found. One of the two. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, just dee-dee-dee.
In his
Although
deeply engrossed in his reading.
as you wander the battlements, give me Give me perception.
That's my second nat one of the night.
That won't do. I mean, it'll do just fine. None from Mia.
Oh, wait. I'm doing a perception or an investigation?
Perception. Sorry, what are
Okay.
what are Elle and Sam doing? Are they sticking around with Finn, or have they gone off to continue poking around places?
Elle is sticking around with Finn.
I got
Copy.
19.
Sam is now wandering.
By herself,
Heaven help her.
or with everybody
Yep.
else.
By herself?
Sure, that's fine.
That's good. It's going to be great. She's going to go check out the stable area.
Copy. Give us also perception.
Oh, an 18. I'll
Cool.
be extra vigilant now.
No, it's fine. So, I mean, as Mia and Sam are kind of checking things out, you both kind of come together and discover that under some of the hay there in the stables, there appears to be a trapdoor that leads down.
Ooh. Mia.
See.
Door.
Ooh. Let's go.
Yes. Hey guys, we found a trapdoor. Okay, going down.
Okay, bye.
Let them know.
Don't worry, I got fog.
Finn has finished reading, and he's been kind of poking around, and he like tucks the bits into his bag like all other scraps of paper, and he's been poking around the walls. And Alex, is the map like, I know you use representative maps a lot, but like, is this map like actually a map this time? Like, what's that big tent in the middle?
That is the meth tent.
Yeah, it is. That is like what the Black Rose folks were probably using as like a mess tent or meeting area.
Okay, yeah. So Finn is like following runes, and he's following like plants and sigils and stuff that he's seeing, and he's kind of tracing the walls, and he slowly like is tracing them. And he's not that far behind, Sam and Mia. And they find a trap door. And like, well, is she able to just open it?
Yes, it does just open.
Hey, Rachel, does Sam literally just like go down?
Well, she definitely opens it, and she's going to take a sniff to see if there's anything wrong.
I mean, okay. Well, give me investigation then.
Oh, her best trait. Come on, girl.
Yeah, of course.
We don't want to embarrass ourselves more. I got a 10.
Cool. Well, so with a 10, Sam doesn't. There's nothing alarming about the smell from the underneath. It's not like the death and decay that was in like the mines the other day, so
That's better than before.
She feels pretty good about that, I guess.
Oh yeah, let's go check it out.
Oh yeah, hop on.
Karen is now sprinting across the courtyard.
Yep.
After Sam has yelled, "Look what I found!"
Yeah.
Oh,
I found a thing.
Finn
Bye.
rounds the corner to see Sam like hop down, and he sees grooves and faded sigils like on the walls above the trapdoor, and he's like, Sam, no!"
You just see
Fine.
Finn just sees Karen sprint and then jump in the hole.
It
Don't
doesn't smell like
touch anything.
it doesn't smell like death. It's fine. Grumpy old bear.
He does like a perfect swan dive.
So you climb down this ladder into I mean it drops you down, not like, I mean, it's probably 8 to 10 feet into a hallway, which, as Sam follows it, the hallway continues to slope downward, and then after not very long, probably only like 20 or 30 feet or so down the hallway, it opens up into a large chamber that appears to have been made from the roots of trees and the stone of the mountain. There is a faint bioluminescent glow, not the pink goo glow, but like more actual, natural seeming, that seems to come from some of the roots and the tendrils of plants that cling to the stone. It is very humid, and but it is cool, like many underground spaces. There are faded carvings on the walls, and glyphs that Sam would not recognize. And at the center of the chamber is a block of obsidian that appears to be an altar of sorts. And sitting atop the altar is the skull of an enormous stag. It is surrounded by candles and there is still a faint smell of incense. And behind the altar on the far side from you, there is there's a mosaic that seems to be somewhat falling to ruin, falling apart. Although it does appear to have once depicted a large elk druid surrounded by sunlit trees. Though it does seem to have been modified or altered in addition to its decay, because the elk is now also surrounded by midnight roses. Around the altar, the floor is tiled in a circular pattern. There are definitely places in the tiling that look a little scorched. And around the room are various ritual implements, daggers, sculpted roses, thorns, fragments of bone. The air is unnaturally still, and the room seems to have a dampening effect on sound, on noise. There's no echo or reverberation. Like you don't hear the echoes of your footfalls on the stone. And you just it doesn't give you the warm and fuzzies, stepping into this space.
Oh, that looks... I got the goosebumps. Jaren,
Sam, what do you see?
a big skull of an elk. And I'm wondering if Finn knows this guy.
Finn catches up. So did Elle go down the ladder?
No, L's kind of at the top of the hole with you, Finn.
Aaron went down the ladder, though.
Finn is like, don't touch anything.
I wasn't going to touch anything. Now I kind of want to touch it, though.
They're already
Finn.
touching
Touch it, though.
something.
Cover your ears.
I mean, Mia already touching something.
Hey, Finn, I think I found one of your brothers down here.
Touch nothing
Damn.
but the lamp.
touch the wall out of spite.
And Sam's going to kind of pop her head. How far is the top of the trapdoor from the bottom?
It was like an 8 to 10 foot climb down, and then like a 20 or 30 foot hallway. So like, it's not crazy far.
So she could easily jump out of the hole.
Generally speaking, yes, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's a trap door, so it's not like it's a big hole. Like the entrance is not large.
Right.
Sam could get out of there nice and easy. And she's going to kind of pop her head up or like, jump and brace her elbows on the side of the trapdoor and kind of look at Finn going, you might need to take a look at this.
Oh,
If
crap.
you can fit.
I wasn't lying when I said I found one of your brothers.
Excuse you, if I can fit. Rude.
Oh, wait, I know. Elle, come over here and do one of your photo picture things.
Just mold the
Finn-
earth and make it wider.
Finn just starts down the ladder, grumbling the whole time. If I can fit.
Suck, big guy. You got this.
He's tall, but he's actually not like
He's svelte.
he's not.
He hasn't gotten ready for hibernation yet, so
He's not like hugely overweight or anything. He's just
he's on his
tall,
cut
and
phase.
Still,
I'm pretty sure
wolf
Karen's actually
versus
taller.
bear.
Yes, Karen is taller. Karen is 7'2".
I mean, yes, that's true. He is a bear, and bears in general are pretty good size.
Surprisingly, honestly, on a weird note, Karen is actually short for a jackal.
How tall is he?
7'2".
Yeah, that's not that short, buddy.
For a
No.
jackal.
He said for a jackal.
Or a jackal.
Well, what's an average jackal?
7'5" to 7'8" on average. They get anywhere from 7'5" to 8'5".
So only 3 inches shorter than the average jackal.
3 inches is
Exactly.
yeah. So I'm shorter than the average jackal.
Like 3 inches. I'm still gonna laugh at this.
That makes him a short king among jackals. Yes.
Yes.
Finn gets down the ladder, and his skin is just like crawling as he goes down the tunnel and is like seeing all the sigils that have been replaced, and he can see like what's left of the original ritual marks that look like they were carved in with claws. Unlike the others, he can, I mean, maybe Karen noticed, but he can see like the antler sigils that were underneath the now black rose sigils.
Yeah.
And he enters and is like, oh, sweet Farasta. No. Nope. Nuh-uh. Shit. Okay, so
Aaron just goes to Finn. It's like, I understand magic, but I don't understand druid craft. I do healing and other cleric-y things, but even I can say that this is fucking bad, right? Am I right with that?
So, and Finn is like rubbing his he's rubbing his paw like over his scalp and through his hair in like a what do I do, what do I do, um he's like, this there's a very so these are the ruins of Kierac. What it was once Kierac's Hollow. Which, I mean, shit, you might have known of that once upon a time. Um Wait, how old is Karen?
100.
100.
400.
Oh, 400. Yeah, actually. Well, it's possible. Um
Wait, these are the Kierac Hollow ruins? I learned about them when I was a boy, but like,
no, okay, so for Karen's sake, authored. Well, okay, so Alex, the
The notes, the
note was written, or the note is about the book that was written 147 years ago, but like how old was
uh
the location when that book was written?
so the the it was probably about another 100 years older than like at the time when it was 100 years older than when the book was written. Yes.
Than when the book was written. Okay, yeah. So I mean, that seems like something maybe you should have, like Karen might conceivably know of it.
yeah, I mean, I should actually
He's
at least
well,
have a
I mean,
vague
I was gonna say, look,
understanding.
dude, he's old enough, but like, shit, how much history do I know that happened during my life?
right. Yes.
True. I'm gonna say no. I have no idea about this place, and I'm leaving completely up to you. I will, and we can role play that if you want to.
Anyway, so Finn says, the chieftain Kierac tried to do something wrong here, and the circle, the Verdant Watch circle, stopped him. And look here, see the antlers, and on the walls, there's binding rituals here. But and it should have kept this place contained. But the Black Rose is trying to corrupt what Kierac was trying to do. They're trying to open the bindings. And use it.
Okay.
Alex,
Yes.
well, I no, okay, never mind.
So what do we need to do, Finn?
I don't know.
I
Finn is
need.
gonna. Oh, go ahead.
I assuming Finn and Karen are having this conversation, basically standing at the altar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how about like the entrance to the altar room?
Okay. So I mean, I guess is the only person who has gone up to the altar Sam at this point then?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think so, but like she already like left.
She's already
and-
out of the.
That's true. She has now booked it out of there too. Cool. That's fine. Then I don't need anything from you yet.
Okay. So what? Okay. Take a look at this with me.
Okay.
What do Finn and Karen see? Like what are? Can they tell like what the candles are trying to like? What sort of ritual the candles are trying to do?
um I would imagine it would be somewhat unlikely, as it is probably
Bad dark magic.
bad, yes, but also like candles used in many rituals, like
Right. Oh look, candles. Someone's trying to do a ritual.
Alex, with my specific background, do I recognize anything about the ritual spell?
uh
That being of the jackal variety,
sure,
you know,
sure.
background. That also being a. For those of you in the crowd that don't know this already, but
If you
Karen
have
is also a warlock.
you haven't picked up on this yet.
If you haven't picked up on this, and he also follows the Undying.
I don't know,
That's who he is.
give me an Arcana roll.
Okay, cool. And with my necklace, I actually get advantage on Arcana,
Cool.
and that is an 18.
You can tell that the magic that is certainly the magic that they were looking at here is definitely necromantic magic. I mean, Karen and well, Finn would also know this in general, right? The you know, what do vampire fiends try to do? They try to look for ways to extend life. So probably not the most surprising thing to find that someplace that the cult was operating. However, in general, in the world, necromantic magic is very taboo. So, in that sense, always unsettling.
Well, this is definitely a necromantic spell.
No.
Not of the fun, good variety of necromantic spells. Like this is some nth level shit that we're getting ourselves into, Finn.
Cannot heal it.
Just
Swears in
contrary
glass.
to popular
Swears in glass runish.
belief. Swears in glass runish. Is contrary to what everyone thinks about necromancy. Necromancy is not good or evil. It's neither. It's just energy.
It's how
It
you
can
use
be
it that determines the outcome.
it can be bad and horrible.
What? Okay, look. There's a difference between death magic and necromancy.
This is true, but this is definitely a heavy on the necromantic side, and it is death. It is a death magic spell, and that's what I'm getting at this point.
Don't be trying to say. Don't be getting all funny like. Death is natural. Death magic utilizes to cycle and away.
That's neither here nor
Necromancy
there.
is unnatural.
I disagree with that. I disagree with all of that right now. Even that death is natural. Death is not natural. It's just the shaping of a different energy.
Finn's eyes, his little beady eyes behind his glasses narrow. We're gonna come back to this. But we got bigger problems right now than theological arguments. I don't know. He stops and he bites his lip.
We broke
Karen is
Finn.
finally short-circuited. Finn, let's go.
What? No. He's staring at the altar and the runes, and he bites his lip. Is there like a rose sigil? Like a black rose marking like on the wall near him?
I mean, like if you're probably like right where the hallway kind of opens.
He's like
up
right in
into
the door.
Yeah, there are probably they would probably have etched their sigil there, like in the entry.
Right. I'm trying to think what he has. Hang on. All right, the fucking fox meat. Nope.
I know what you just pulled out.
I want to know. But
Nope.
it is okay.
One day. Maybe.
Great. How many diamonds did I get?
1 for each of you.
Oh. Jesus Christ, I forgot about those. Note to self. Do they have to be attuned?
No.
Okay.
Meanwhile, back at the trapdoor,
Where's the thing about that acorn?
Elle and Mia are just like, what's going on down there?
There it is.
As Sam is jumping up in their face.
Ella's thinking about a number of daggers and if he could get his hands on some extra daggers. Always good to have a few spares, right?
Oh yeah, everybody needs a good ritual knife to chuck at somebody.
Yeah.
I want to see if there's any
That's
any just
weird.
bullets laying
Oh,
around
there
or
it is.
some type of weapons as well.
Well, just think if we were in the Arnerian desert, then you might have found a Chris knife or something. But
Yeah, we're all good, but
clearly that was lost on my...
Alex, did we actually get given the acorn pendant of verdant harmony, or did you just fucking tease me with it?
No, I'm pretty sure I gave it to you.
You gave me the verdant seed.
Hold on. You're going to make me go back through my notes. I'm pretty sure that I gave you the pendant. It was a gift from Leora. Finding notes. I have notes in too many places now. It's really bad.
I'm sure.
Acorn pendant of verdant harmony. No, you definitely... This was a gift from... This was a gift from Leora, I'm pretty sure. To you, specifically.
Okay.
Gifts. Where did it go?
I don't know why the heal plant evocation is listed there. Oh my god, that was so long ago that we did the tree thing.
The tree.
I mean, it
the
took us a month to
tree.
get through the tree.
Yes, that is true.
Okay. Hang on. I have to... I need to make notes. Because apparently I haven't been keeping notes of the items I've gotten.
I'm going to take a 2-second intermission right here and make sure everything is okay to continue because it is 11:30 for me, which is 12:30 for Alex.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
good
that's
to
a good
continue.
point.
I'm good to continue.
I'm
I just wanted to make sure everyone else is.
I am fine for the moment. My family is not here,
Yeah.
and I have no real obligation to be at the shop at any time tomorrow, other than to show up at some point. Look,
I just
am
wanted
good
to make
for now.
sure.
I drove to DC and back today. I think I can
Why did you drive to DC?
to do a site survey
It's only a 5-hour route.
at the Kennedy Center
It's only 5 hours one way. That's not that bad.
from
Did
here.
they want you to
no,
do
it's
a
only
thing?
it's 3 hours, one way. Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm thinking of it. Yeah.
We're gonna.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
We're upgrading their orchestra pit lifts
Nice.
this summer.
Nice.
Sorry,
So
my aunt lives up in Perry County, which adds an extra hour and a half to that travel time. So
we needed to look at it and figure out like how we're gonna get the new motors in and a couple of other last questions before we just show up with everything.
Just cut a hole in the wall.
I mean, there already is a hole in the wall, but the hole in the wall is 8 feet above the floor.
So extend that hole down to the floor.
It's gonna be fine.
it'll be fine.
Okay. Fuck. Can would it be possible maybe
Mhm.
to try to undo the black rose sigil that's over the antler symbol on the wall nearest to him?
Oh dear.
Yeah, that is totally something that you could try to do. How does
I
Finn
mean,
want? Yeah.
like pres- that's got to be like ritual stuff. That's like not just carving into stone.
I just counterspell it.
Do you have counterspell?
See.
Is it prepared?
See.
All right, hang on.
Counterspell. I mean, I get anything is possible. Counterspell is an interesting.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah.
I don't think counterspell works because it has to be it's a
You're interrupting.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what, like dispel magic or whatever.
Yeah, that would be the
That's different.
Can I just shoot it with an Eldritch Blast and see what happens?
Oh no, no!
I'm gonna do it anyway.
For real?
Apparently, yes.
Apparently, yes.
Oh God! Finn like dives behind the wall.
Same. Mia senses danger and follows Finn right away and hides behind Finn.
It just says, "Screw this." It's too much. Nope. Wah!
Go ahead, make your attack roll, I guess.
What are you shooting at?
The altar, I guess. I don't know.
Oh god.
Something.
Oh God. Oh, sweet, dumb, blind, luck,
That is a
idiot
23.
God.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Hits the fucking non-moving altar. Yeah, Finn has dived out of the room.
Eldritch Blast is force energy, right? It's force damage?
Correct.
Yeah. Oh God. On an obsidian altar.
The you send out this Eldritch Blast. It hits this obsidian altar. It is
Finn is like hiding behind his shield with Mia.
it is reflected off of the altar and make a dexterity saving throw, Karen. That was close.
15.
That was so almost a natural one. Karen drops to the floor as this bolt of magic energy comes back from whence it came and flies over everyone's heads. This is the second time today that Karen got so lucky.
I would like to think that Karen's just perfectly standing still and didn't have to duck, and he just realized the trajectory that he would be fine. Everyone else is taking cover at this point.
It skims his ear and pierces it.
Perfect. This puts in the new earring.
And this
Karen, you didn't say you needed to destroy it.
This bolt of force energy slams into the wall where the ladder is, and takes out a couple rungs. When the dust settles, there is no appreciable damage to the altar itself.
Cool.
Right.
For the second beam, I'm attacking the skull.
Oh God.
He's just gonna keep going.
It's a 25. That would be a nat 20, sir.
Yeah, I bore witness to that. Sure. Karen throws out a second bolt.
Sure wish druids could learn counterspell.
With what he knows is enough energy to destroy old bones. And yet, when this skull takes this burst of force energy, it seems to just absorb it. And the the runes and the glyphs around the altar seem to glow a little brighter, as if imbued with more energy.
Finn is like peeking over the shield, and he's like, "What are you doing? Stop!"
I have an idea. What if we add so much energy into it that it overloads the glyphs and dispels them?
No, that's a bad one. We need to
Wouldn't
keep the glyphs that are
overloading-
below the rose ones.
Wouldn't overloading them cause them to go boom?
But it would dispel the glyphs. Sure, they would no longer be there.
Stop!
Because they would go boom.
I mean, I don't have to be in this area to do this. And no one else has to be in this area to do this either. I mean, like,
No!
fine. Fine. What do you suggest, Finn?
Finn is like, so, because prepared spells for the day is like, druids don't have a spell book. The way that wizards do. But Finn is studying the walls, and he steps forward a little bit, and he looks at the skull, and he looks at the altar. Oh, okay. And he looks at the candles, and
Give me a
Okay.
give me a perception check.
okay. Yeah, that's a 4. He is
Give-
really fucking worried that
give
that
give me this roll again. You can have advantage
Okay.
on this one. This
great.
is originally
13.
yeah. So as Finn is looking over everything on the altar, given his background as a druid, notices a set of carvings in the altar, easily mistaken for other inscription. However, these are not defaced. And one, there are 4 carvings, 4 symbols. One
Mm-hmm.
is a small budding flower. One is the sun above a tree. One is a curled leaf, and one appears to be a snowflake. And there is a by each symbol there is a small recess, like that one could put something in.
Finn reaches out and he doesn't exactly touch the altar, but like his paw, like his finger sort of hovers like right above the hollow for and the sigil for the sun above a tree, and he's kind of muttering to himself in Galaz Runish. He's like, "The cycle." Yes. Maybe it could be found again. And he's sort of doing that thing that like academics do, where they're muttering to themselves. But also he's gonna cast detect magic,
Sure.
which yeah, pretty sure there's a fuckload of spell effects everywhere.
Yeah. On top of the bioluminescent glow is now the glow of detect magic. But in just below the symbols that Finn was looking at, there appears to be an outline as if there is a hidden compartment. And there I mean, as Finn expected, almost all of the glyphs and runes around the room have a magic aura to them, but what stands out more is that looking back towards the entryway to either side, there seem to be two on either side, similarly glowing hidden compartments as to what Finn is looking at right in front of him at the altar.
What school of magic is coming from the three compartments?
It's a total of 4, 2 on each side. It is.
Wait. So there's 2 on each side, plus the one under the altar?
Yes.
Or
yes.
in
So
the
like
altar, I guess?
yes, exactly.
So there's 5.
Correct. Yes. It is illusion.
Illusion?
Yeah,
For the 4?
correct.
What about the one in the altar?
I mean, it is also illusion magic. Like, it is like Finn can tell that it is magic that is intended to make it nearly invisible. Like,
Okay. Oh, sure. Okay. Not tracing, but like using detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
Finn is gonna look for the presumably like on the altar is like on the skull is perhaps the strongest effect, but detect magic allows me to sense the presence of magical effects, and I can see the aura around any visible creature or object that bears the magic, and if the effect was created by a spell. So is like looking for the strongest concentrated source, I guess, bearing of well, can he tell the difference between the magic that the druids cast and the magic, or specifically, can he see the difference between the magic of the druids of the Verdant Watch versus Kierac, or the rooted versus the Black Rose, because it's different school.
For
Because what he can see is different schools.
sure. I mean, it is the difference between the magic that was used by the druids and the magic that was used by the cult is very apparent, right? The druids were
Okay.
using,
So the Verdant Watch, the Circle of the Verdant Watch versus the Black Rose.
yes, that difference, this is the difference between necromantic magic and
Druidic magic.
druidic magic.
Right.
So for in seeing it as an aura, I mean, it is probably the difference between seeing a black aura and a green aura.
Right. Is there
As far as
any visible evidence under all that of older magic? Like possibly a maybe more necromantic magic?
there
Like, I don't know if the schools used, if he'd be able to tell the difference, since all he can tell is the school. But on a meta level, I'm trying to find out, like, if he can see active magic that would have been from the rooted, like Kierac's ritual.
sure. I think there would probably be like I have to imagine the way I feel like detect magic would work, right, is like looking at footprints, right? Like, here is something that's very old and it is harder to see. Like, there are probably remnants
Okay.
of older magic, but yes, because of the use of the same schools of magic, it is the difference is how long has it been around. So
Okay.
like, are there traces of the original magic used in this
Really,
place?
really,
Yes.
really old necromantic magic mixed with druidic magic, not great. Okay. But he can tell that it's old. Okay, so where is the cult's like the newer necromantic magic, like the strongest sources of it?
Um, in the places where they have defaced original original inscriptions, is probably, you know, where they have been trying to modify in the runes and glyphs to be whatever they were using them for, is probably where you would,
Right.
um
Are they multiple magical effects, or is it all combining together to create one?
um it appears to be all part of a singular concept. You know,
Okay.
I would imagine, as this is a type of magic that Finn has not necessarily practiced, like the yes, these were all working towards a singular end goal.
Okay. Based on what I'm reading, Finn is going to try to dispel magic on the magical effect of what the cult did in this room.
Okay.
Because I can choose one creature, object, or magical effect.
Sure.
Any spell of 3rd level or lower just ends. Any spell of 4th level or higher, I need to make an ability check. And the DC is 10 plus the spell's level. On the other hand, this is this is story stuff, so like.
Yes.
Make your DM choices.
Finn, I mean, this is, yeah, it's like if I use an action to drink a potion versus a bonus action. No. You cast Dispel Magic, and it in this space with all of this necromantic magic that you're effectively targeting as one effect, it requires a significant amount of concentration and energy, not anything beyond Finn's ability at this point. Maybe more than he expected, but you know, and it does put out the auras around these defaced runic inscriptions, and the feeling in the room lightens a little. So
Well, it's immediately horrifying, but there's something still wrong in a very old way.
yes, it makes a difference, but it is not the magic bullet, as it were.
Well, no, it wouldn't be. Yeah. He's
But it is readily apparent that it is like taking this action has certainly removed the effect that these glyphs were combining to, or has at least weakened the effect that this
right.
inscriptions were combining to make.
Right. Is there still an effect on the candles and the skull?
The the skull, yes. The candles kind of behaved like the rest of the inscriptions, like the
Okay. He sweeps the candles aside. Like he sweeps them off the altar. With his his arm, just like okay. Is there still a black rose effect on the skull? Or is it the old effects?
This the magic that is left is older.
Okay. Finn breathes just not a full sigh, but like just a little bit of a sigh. Like he is Karen should be able to notice that he is slightly less tense now. But his eyes are still glowing because he's still got dispel magic going on. Or not dispel magic, but detect magic. He's gonna go to the first hidden compartment on the. Are they left to whatever? He's gonna go to the one of the hidden compartments on the left.
Sure.
And he's gonna like reach for the wall where it's glowing. What's he find?
He finds that he can effectively reach through the what appears to be solid stone. And puts his hand down on a smooth rock that seems to be warm.
He's gonna pull it out.
And it is a warm, smooth river rock.
Does it have anything on it?
No.
Okay. What's in the next compartment on the left?
The next compartment on the left has a chunk of white quartz that is cold to the touch.
I was just gonna ask, is it cold, Alex?
Yeah, it is. In fact,
He playing with some metaphors there?
it is covered in frost from the humidity.
Okay. He's gonna pull that one out, and he's gonna take him, and he's gonna put the crystal in the hollow with the snowflake.
Okay.
Does it do anything?
It sits there.
It sits there. Okay. And he's gonna put the warm one in the hollow under the sun over the tree.
Okay.
What's in the other ones?
In one is a sprig of mint, and in the other is an acorn.
Okay. The acorn is gonna go in the curled leaf bit, and the mint is gonna go in the flower blossom.
And as you place the last item, you hear a soft click, and the hidden compartment in the altar opens.
What's under there?
There are a few things. There is an old wooden scroll tube that is has the druidic symbols for protection and concealment carved into it. Inside is an ancient vellum map that appears to show the original ley line network of the region. With a site in the mountains that is labeled Varnhold Veins, lifeline severed. There is a small.
Does the map have a marking or show any lines or anything where the peaks, the Skyhold whatever Peaks Pass thing is?
This
The one that has that's sealed with glyphs?
this one does not.
Rue.
Where? This one does not have any other indication of locations.
Okay, okay. Sorry, please continue. There's a crystal.
There is a small crystal seed about the size of a peach pit. And it is emitting it is actually emitting a greenish blue or a bluish green luminescence.
Is it emitting magic?
It is very emitting magic.
He can still see it. What school is it?
Oh god, what school is this? Is definitely going to be some druidic school. It
all right.
It is identified.
Anyway,
yes.
Yeah, it's a
as-
cool crystal seed. You can tell me the identify thing later.
Okay. There is also a note that is written in a very delicate script that reads, "If the veil falls and the thorns rise, plant the heart seed where the forest's blood runs deepest. Guard it well. The circle endures."
Okay, what's the name of the crystal seed?
It is the heart seed.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, that's important. Yeah, Finn takes yeah, Finn takes everything. And then puts the things back in their cubbies, in their alcoves.
Sure.
The four
Yeah.
the 4 items.
Finn, make a hang on, what is it? Make an insight check.
Okie dokie.
What is Karen? I really want to know what Karen's doing watching all of this happen.
Karen is enjoying the show and just vibing.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's just Finn walking around with glowing eyes and like muttering to himself. Because Karen can't see all this shit. That was a 22.
Cool. Yeah. So with a 22, you it as you're going through all of these, like after you find and open this hidden compartment and then look at what's inside, when it starts to click that this was probably something the cult was looking for and never managed to find.
You made me fucking roll inside for that? I already figured that out.
Yeah, good, great. Now everybody else knows.
Thank you.
See, you rolled a 22. Like, of course you knew.
My insight is so good that everyone else gets to know, except they don't. Yes, of course I knew. I rolled a 22. That's right. The dice reflect reality. Okay, yes, thank you. Finn takes all of that. That's coming with him. And after he puts the very carefully puts the sprig of mint back, the weird eternal mint.
It is ancient mint.
Yeah, like, but it's still fresh, which is weird.
Magic mint.
He goes and he places a paw on his chest and he bows to the skull.
Hmm.
But the
And
skull was evil.
In Glasrunish, he says, I don't know the story of your lost chieftain, but I hope my efforts have allowed your rest to continue. And I'm sorry for the loss that drove your grief so deep that you abandoned the great cycle and away. I know you're bound here. I hopefully for eternity. But I hope that your spirit eventually can accept the true path of the way and find rest for itself. And yeah, he's fucking out of here.
And
Before Finn leaves, Karen would like to apologize to the skull in Glasrunish. For shooting it with an Eldritch Blast. After hearing Finn's testimony.
sure. As Finn turns to actually walk away with the last vestiges of detect magic and whatnot,
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably fading by now.
there is a pulse of something old that catches the corner of Finn's eye, as if in acknowledgement before Finn's spell fades away.
And
Go ahead.
so they're going, 30 feet is like, yeah, it's not a ton, but it's actually not like, it's not just 3 steps.
Right.
And Finn tells Karen, he's like, we need to get the hell out of here before nightfall.
Yeah, 30 feet is this circle I just drew on the map.
I know, but in real life, 30 feet is, a bit to walk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But he tells Karen, we're leaving. Like, now. We're not spending the night here.
Karen, understood. Walks over to the barrel of mead, hoiks the barrel of mead, and starts walking down the hallway.
I thought the barrel of mead was like up above. It's in the tunnel.
No, it's
over here.
it is up above. I think the implication is Karen has climbed out and went to get the barrel of mead.
Oh, okay.
Yes. The implication is Karen saw Finn nope the fuck out and followed him readily.
Cool. So you both climb up out of the underground, and it is entirely up to you how you fill in the rest of everybody else on what the
Right. Finn unwraps the vine of close calls, and he ties it around the seed. And ties it like a pendant to the necklaces he's wearing.
Okay. Cool.
And then, so he comes out. Him and Karen climb out, and Karen goes off to get the barrel, and he's like, "Okay, so we're leaving. We're not staying tonight here. We're leaving. The Cult of Black Rose. To tell it short, there was a thing that happened here a long time ago, and the Cult of the Black Rose was trying to do shit with it. And I think I might have maybe a bit undone what they were trying to do, but they're not here anymore. And hey, so there's restless spirits here at night. We're leaving."
Yeah, we're leaving.
I mean, to be completely fair, like you would be fine as long as I was here. But let's not take that chance.
Nope. Mm-mm.
When I go to sleep, I'd like to go to sleep and stay that way, but like be able to wake up in the morning.
You would wake up in the morning.
We got
I
other
would like to
shit
be
to
able to
do
go to sleep tonight, wake up in the morning, and still be me.
and be rested. We can deal with restless spirits afterward if you really feel like it. But right now, we got more pressing matters.
Potion to make you sleep. You'll be fine. If you want
Into
to
the
sleep,
wagon.
I can make you sleep. Like
Into
things
the
are
wagon.
okay.
Yep. Cool. So you head off towards the wagons, or towards your wagon. And
Are there any other at all like supplies or anything that anyone like that exist or are found?
I mean, there's
Wasn't there a shadow?
there's no. I was just messing with Robin.
Huh? What? What are we saying about me?
I said I was just messing with you.
Oh, I was not aware that you were messing with me.
No,
Yeah,
before.
you nope the fuck out real quick.
My brain.
There it's okay because we're probably about to wrap anyway.
I was gonna say this seems
Yeah.
like a good place to.
So the answer to the question is, are there any, like, yeah, you probably can find some, crates of probably dried goods and little bits of
I mean,
food.
because we kind of gave like everything we could spare to the villagers.
I mean, you certainly can find some. You would have found some supplies that they did not take with them in their haste to leave. So yeah, there's definitely stuff you could take with you.
Are you okay?
Oh, I am so sorry. I forgot my mic was hot.
That doesn't answer the question. Are you okay?
I'm getting over a cold.
So you round up some supplies, load up what you find in the wagon, and move probably to whatever Finn feels like is a decent distance from.
Well, they're definitely going to be outside the fucking ruins.
Yeah, out outside the ruin, maybe back across the bridge. Whatever feels good to you guys.
whether or not we go back depends on
Where
how
you-
much daylight we have, basically.
I mean, you certainly wouldn't be able to make it out of the mountains, but if you felt like you wanted to put the river between you and the ruins,
Oh.
that is
Yeah,
reasonable.
no, okay, that's a thing. Spirits, ghosts, running water. Yeah, okay. We're going back over the river.
So, all things considered, it is otherwise as good a place as any to make camp. And so you do. And when next we pick up, we will pick up having had a reaped the benefits of a long rest. And
Yes.
certainly I would imagine we will also pick up with taking some time to kind of piece together all of the bits of information that you have and map pieces to figure out where
Yes.
you feel like you would like to go next. And I will see if I can overlay some of the information you have with the map, with like the world map, and make something useful.
Yes.
In our lovely long weekend. Speaking of which, I mean, I guess before we just totally cut it off, does anybody else have any game business before you all retire?
I will not be here next week.
Copy. That-
I am going to Virginia.
That oh, you're almost here.
I actually have to pass by there to get where I'm going because I have to fly into Dulles.
Oh, so you're almost here.
Yeah. The options were Dulles or DC actual, and dealing
The
with
fuck is
DC traffic to get out of
Dulles?
DC even.
Are you
Dulles.
talking about Dallas?
No, Dulles.
Dulles, not Dallas. Dulles Airport
Yeah,
is right
Oh.
outside the DC Metro.
yeah. I fly through Dulles all the time. So
Yeah. Like if
okay.
you're staying within the Beltway, you fly into DC, Reagan International.
Well, it really.
But if you're not, then go to Dulles.
I mean, the other deciding factor is what airline you're flying. But that's a different story. Cool. I mean, as far as I know at this point in time, I should be available to run a game for the next 6 weeks. But I'm happy, like, it is up to y'all if we want to roll. Well, you probably don't want to get into any big encounters without L, on account of L is an amazingly useful character in some of those. But I'm happy to make whatever work, or if we want to put together if I need to go sit and put together a one shot for everybody else, I'm sure we could do that. Or if somebody else wants to, that's also fine.
That would be pretty fun.
So we can.
This is also the beginning of what I call my busy season. So it's going to be hit and miss as I'm available for the next few months.
Sure. I mean, we'll figure it out. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got one question for you. How do you spell Kierac?
Oh my god. I had to keep looking at it every time.
Hold up. It is spelled Kierac.
Yep.
Kierac.
I literally had to go
Okay.
look at it every time I went to write it. I had to go look at how I spelled it. Okay, stop